I'm not just in this on my own by myself. I am enlisting. I also called you, Charlemagne.
Yes, sir.
I am enlisting the minds and strategies of people who have more information than me, who are smarter than me, who may have a different perspective than me, and who have a different position in the financial structure of society than me. So I ain't just trying to you know what I'm saying, come up with something that I'm trying to benefit myself on. This is something that I feel that the entire diaspora of us who have been victimized in America can benefit from this. And all we got to do is stick together.
So is this what reparations looks like to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, when people say reparations, they think about a one-time payoff. I don't think it's ever gonna be no one-time payoff.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We have to create an economic base. That's what we lack right now. We do not have an economic base. We have the value of our spending power, but when we take that dollar and put it outside our community, then it's not an economic base at that point anymore. You dig what I'm saying? We just kind of throw it benefits others at that point. For it to benefit us, we must create a self-sustainable economic base. And I feel like having equity in companies that have been proven to be financially profitable over the past, call it 400 or so years.
That's right.
So having a percentage in companies like that, I feel will develop this economic base and allow us to build our communities the way we have been in need of for hundreds of years.
Did you see that Asheville, North Carolina agreed to give reparations? I'm going back to the Lord of London thing.
I did.
Reparations to the black citizens there?
I did. Yes, I did. And I think that's noble. I think that's a great start, you know. But I don't think Asheville, North Carolina, or any city in America, any one individual city in America has enough to get us what we truly need. And what we can't afford to do is accept trinkets, is accept crumbs, drops in the bucket, a $1,500 check. We can't do that now. I ain't going for that one. You can keep it. I won't accept it. Nope.
Yeah, because they're not even giving direct payments. It's like they say they're gonna make investments in the areas with black residents.
I want to hear that.
Big plan.
This is my goal. My goal is to get every black person in America that's a descendant of slavery $1 million at least. That take about 44 trillion. So that's my goal. So I'm working up on 44 trillion. You know what I mean? 10% of Lloyd's of London, we 5.6 billion there. So we gonna have to, you know, build that and grow it into 44 trillion and everybody get $1 million.
Guess what? The worst that can happen is you get $1 million.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's the worst that can happen.
Hey, that can never be bad. $1 million, and guess what? $1 million is never late. I heard this from Bone Crusher, man. Hey, man, $1 million is always on time. I don't give a damn if you post it, got it Tuesday and it don't come to Friday. Like, you know what? It's right on time. Just on time for the weekend. Like, $1 million is always on time. It ain't never late. So everybody who feel like you should have had, and you know what I'm saying, and your childhood was fucked up, and hey, man, now's the perfect time to get your shit together, and here's how we do it.
Hey, that's one of my favorite Expeditiously podcasts. The one you did with Bone Crusher and the brother who used to run the Attic Crew. What's his name? PK.
Yeah, Pretty Ken.
Man, because it's just like Atlanta got such a rich history in hip hop. So to hear y'all 2-3 Atlanta natives just really talking about Atlanta was like real eye opening. That was one of my favorite ones.
Hey man, mine too, bro. I feel like, man, Bone Crusher and Pretty Ken, man, have so much knowledge, wisdom, and perspective. You know, as an Atlantan that watched this go from, you know, a small town that most people consider country to becoming a mecca and metropolis for hip hop and fashion and culture. I think we just have, like, seeing it from then to now is so much to talk about, so much to consider. Nobody's ever going to agree to just give you money. unless you create a significant amount of leverage for yourself.
True.
And the only way you can do that is you must band together and create collective strength. And I feel like that's what this is. We ain't gonna we can't wait on no judge to bang no gavel and no settlement on our behalf. It's not gonna happen. We can't wait on the government to say, you know what, they deserve this. This is the right thing to do. It's not gonna happen. You gotta force somebody's hand and put somebody in a position where they have absolutely no choice but. And that's what this is. This is a matter of morality. It's not a legal matter. This is a matter of morality. So you've already said that, you know, morally, you're ashamed of the role you played. Mm-hmm. Okay, well now, I'm showing you how to fix it. Let's see how ashamed you are of it. Let's see if you really mean that, or if it's just lip service and you just talking like all the other fancy white men been doing for the past 400 years to us. This country and our position in this country was founded on violence, intimidation, and fear tactics. You know what I'm saying? So the way you begin a situation is the way it will end. You know what I'm saying? Our journey from our native land over to this country, our journey in this country from the time we got here up until today has led up to this. And we've seen all indications that this is what it should lead up to. Mm-hmm. I have no other reason to believe anything else is a reasonable outcome. So, I mean, although I hate it, it's inevitable, I feel like. You know what I mean? Until we stand up and do something to stop the atrocities that happen to us, they will persist.
What does that look like? What does that standing up to stop it look like to you?
I think it's a lot of different things. That's not a monolithic answer. That's a very diverse, because we're dealing with a diverse set of problems.